Good evening, everybody. Welcome, Team OG. My name is Dave Doyle. I am a Ruby consultant with OrganoGold. I am in northern Alberta, Canada, and the weather outside is frightening. It is cold, it is snowing, and that is fantastic because all that means is that more people want a nice warm beverage to warm up their insides. That means more coffee, more tea, more hot chocolate. So I'm totally okay with that. So I'm going to be selling, and I have been selling a lot of product over the last few weeks, as I always do. But going into the Christmas season, it gets bigger and it gets more fun. So that is one of the themes that we're going to be talking about in this particular webinar training series. But also, I do want to do some review and talk about some other things that have been going on before we get into that. So let's start with Eric Worre. So Eric Worre is a longtime professional in network marketing. He has had a lot of success over the years, made millions and millions of dollars. And over the last handful of years, he has actually become a trainer for the industry of network marketing, and has built his brand, built himself up to be an authority, and has done some pretty amazing things in elevating the brand or the industry of network marketing. And really, that's his mission, is to make improve the attitude and the perception that people have about network marketing across the world. And he's doing a fantastic job of that. So he just had a major event in Las Vegas last week. We had some very high profile leaders from OrganoGold attend that event. One of them, or a couple, being Ivan and Elena Cisco, who are from also in Canada, but on the other side of the country, on the East Coast. They are diamonds in OrganoGold, and they were there. Ivan and Elena are actually very good friends of Eric Worre. So that's kind of an interesting tie that we have there with Mr. Worre. We also had our Black Diamond upline senior partners, Steve and Rhonda Martin, attended. They were special guests. They were there a couple of days early, attending the 6- and 7-figure earner trainings and sessions. So that was pretty awesome that they were there as well. And there was a live stream of the event. I purchased that live stream. I tuned in when I could over the weekend, and we'll be watching the replay of the live stream throughout the week here and getting all of the information. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is it was a big event. It was a big deal. But really, Eric's big project that he's been working on over the last few months or 6 months has been a documentary film about network marketing. And he pulled out all the stops, spared no expense to make sure that this was a beautifully done production. Okay, filmed with world-class technology, making sure it looked great, but also that the people that were presenting in the film are also of the highest caliber in the world. And the thing is, it's not necessarily network marketers that are presenting in the film. Okay, it's high-profile business people, successful entrepreneurs that people all over the world respect, that are presenting and are endorsing the industry of network marketing for what it is, right? And that's what this documentary film is about. It's bringing network marketing into the mainstream and letting people that, you know what, network marketing is another business model, and it may not be perfect, but nothing is. The fact is that for most people who want to become an entrepreneur, network marketing is simply a better way, right? And that is the theme of the film, and it is absolutely brilliant. I did watch the whole thing. It was free over the weekend. I know many of you watching this have seen the links and probably have seen the movie, and you'll agree that it was fantastic. So I want to bring it up because it's not necessarily something that is relevant to OrganoGold and your business this week, but what it is it's an opportunity for you to take a look at becoming an ambassador for the industry of network marketing. Because when we're representing OrganoGold, when you're representing yourself as a business person, as an entrepreneur, right, you're representing whatever it is that you're standing behind. So number one, it's your product. Number two, it's your company, right, which is Organo Gold, and your leaders and your founders and the system and the principles that we stand behind, but you're also standing up for the industry of network marketing. And that's why this piece, Eric Worre's film, is so important, okay? Because that's what it's for. So he has a whole program and a whole platform behind what he's introducing. So he's a very smart guy. He's going to make a lot of money off of this, but he's doing it in a way that is helping each and every single one of us, in that it's going to make our jobs easier. Because everybody who watches this film will probably open up their mind just a little bit more, or maybe a whole lot more, to be interested in maybe becoming a part of this industry, okay? So I am completely behind this. And I actually was chatting, I believe it was on WhatsApp, with Mr. Steve Martin. While he was at the event, we were chatting back and forth about the program that Eric has made available with this film and with the platform that he's put together. And we've agreed that anybody who is a business partner, anybody who is planning on building Organo Gold to something big, whatever that big is for you, okay? That might mean sapphire, ruby, emerald. It might mean diamond. It might be right to the top. Whatever it is, if you're planning on doing this consistently, Eric Worre's platform is a great one to subscribe to, okay? It's less than $10 US a month to be have a full subscription. I'm not going to get into the details of it because I'm not here to sell this program to you. The whole idea, though, is that to let you know that it's there. Look into it and see. If you're doing this business and you're doing it consistently and on purpose to be successful, in my opinion, okay, it's a good one. And I will be subscribing to the monthly subscription to have access to everything, to the landing page and the forwarding links and all that stuff, okay? So I'm just telling you about it, telling you that it's probably a great thing if you want to do it, but take a look at it, okay? And that's it. So I just want to put that out there because I want any of you who are not familiar with what I'm talking about, check in with your partners, your upline, your sponsors, you know, look up Eric Worre Network Marketing Go Pro, and you'll see all the information for yourself. Okay, you're going to see all this stuff coming out very soon, regardless, unless you're living under a rock, because this movie is going to be huge. It really, really is. So that's that. So that happened this week, and it was very exciting, and it's, you know, it's definitely a step forward for the industry. So moving on. We had a training actually just in the last, not even 12 hours ago. Josh Maskell in the UK put on a fantastic webinar, okay? And I'm going to say it was genius, okay? And I'm going to tell you why it was genius. So what Josh did is he got on the webinar. It was the same platform that I'm using right now, and he spoke, and it was just audio. And he talked for, I don't know, 4 minutes. It was just short, sweet, to the point, edified what was happening next, what was just about to come on, right? And he had a guest, and his guest was Mr. Holton Buggs, the EVP of sales of Organo Gold, one of the highest earning income earners in the entire industry of network marketing, a legend in the industry. And that was going to be his guest. And what he did was, he simply replayed a call, training call that Mr. Holton Buggs put on a couple of years ago. And it was on the platform of the Millionaire Mentorship Call. And Josh just simply turned it on, turned up the volume, and let it play, okay? And he let the training tools do the training webinar for him. Guys, that's genius. Why? Because that's exactly what we're supposed to do. Duplicate, follow the leaders, follow the proven systems that are in place by the people who have been doing this for not months, not years, decades, and who have the experience and the results to back it up. Not only that, they're leading by example. They're in the trenches. They're doing everything that we're expected to be doing. They're doing them right now as well, right? And so I thought that was absolutely genius. And the call that Josh chose to replay was really one of the most powerful calls that Holton has done. over the years, and he's done a lot, and he's done a lot of insanely powerful calls. This was one of the top ones. Okay, so great job for finding that call and replaying it. It was absolutely a pleasure for me to re-listen to that call. All right. So I highly recommend, if you did not tune in live or you haven't seen the replay to that call, please do so. It's posted on the Dream Team page. If you're listening in and you're not from that team and have access to that, just send me a quick message and I'll hook you up with that call. But it was absolutely phenomenal. It was great hearing that one again. So thank you, Josh, for doing that one. It was perfect. So speaking of Holton Buggs, a lot of the information that he talked about in that call was really what we're talking about now, right? Plugging into the system, the leadership, the people, and duplicating and doing the activities and all that kind of stuff. So Cash Cow, okay? The Cash Cow CDs is something that Mr. Buggs put together back in 2004, all right? This is a CD series that he put together. Pardon me that interruption. And the reason he did it was this. At that time, back in 2004, when he produced this, he was busy. He was super, super crazy busy because he was building massive, massive, massive organizations in the industry of network marketing. And what he found was he didn't have the time to do everything he wanted to do with his personal teams and personal legs of business in training them. He just simply didn't have enough time in the day to do all the training properly the way he needed to for these people. And he needed to support them. So what he did was he developed these CDs. He took recordings of some of his trainings and made it very focused and on purpose. He had a perfect vision of all the different things that he needed to train on. He recorded a bunch of those sessions, put it together into a CD series, okay? And he called it the Cash Cow CD series. It's actually how to turn your network marketing business into a cash cow. So it's been known now as the Cash Cow CDs ever since. So this is an original version of the Cash Cow CDs and what it looked like, okay? And you can see on the back, it's got all the different tracks, right? So this is the original set. Now I got this set, I think 4 or 5 years ago. And as you can see, I got Mr. Buggs to sign it for me, right? So it says, Dave, go Diamond, Holton Buggs. So I'm going to follow his advice, and I'm going to go Diamond, right? I knew I was going to then, and I still know that I'm going to, and it's happening. It's happening right before your very eyes. It will happen very, very soon. So that is the Cash Cow CD series. It is a CD series. Now, of course, you can find it all sorts of different places. It's on YouTube and whatnot. But if you can, go to OG University and just order some. Have the physical copies, download it on your computer, put it on your MP3 player, your iPad, your iPod, your phone, all your stuff, and have it and listen to it all the time. If you haven't yet, you don't understand what I'm saying. Once you've listened to it once, you're going to know exactly what I mean, because you won't listen to it just once. You'll listen to it over and over and over and over again. I promise you. Okay. That is one of the biggest tools that we have in our toolbox at OrganoGold or in this industry of network marketing, is that CD set, because all of the training you need is within there. All right. Now, going from there, here's something that I've done, okay? So I hope you can read this. I hope the picture's okay, but it's www.ogdavecafe, okay? Now, I put that website together for a very, very specific reason, okay? And for a specific group of people. But it's turning out to be a pretty good tool, and I'm finding that it's actually working, and I'm using it more and more. Now, it is not the end-all, be-all of OG training, okay? I am not in a situation where I think I am so, ingrained and successful in the system that this is it. This is a simple tool which actually, and you can see the reason I put the arrow from the cash cow down to that is because of what I just said. The reason why Holt & Bugs did that is kind of why I put that together, because we have such a powerful, huge, fast-building team in the UK, and it happened so quickly that no one there was really ready to train step by step how to go through the 4 steps. So I put these audio recordings together. I recorded some audios of myself as if I was training somebody that I just enrolled and sponsored myself. And so I recorded that kind of training. I put it on documents as well, so there's transcripts so you can read along and take notes on it. But I put all this together so that we could train some trainers in that team in the UK that just blew up, because we had to kind of get back to basics and really walk people through. So many of you are now using that, and thank you for the feedback that I've gotten. It's just another tool, but the key is for you to learn how to go through that material, train that material so that you can be the one doing it, right? So you can start duplicating it. And that's what that really was built for, was to train more trainers for that particular group. Now, for anybody that's on this and watching this, if you want to go check it out, absolutely listen through it. Probably you'll get some nuggets out of it. Every time we hear material from somebody else in a different way, you're going to get something out of it. So I hope that you do, and you find some use and some value from it. But I want to point it out again, because if you're brand new, if you're looking at this, if you don't have a sponsor who's plugged in or somebody that you're working with, if you're not sure, if you happen to stumble upon this video and you're looking for a way to go through the 4 steps, here's something for you. And if this is going to help you move forward properly through the 4 steps and plug into the system, awesome. I'm happy to have helped in your process. All right. All right. So I want to talk about jumping to the next thing here, product training. And when I'm talking product, I'm talking about our product line and Ganoderma and how it works and the benefits and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of new people coming into these teams that I'm working with, and a lot of people are asking questions, and they're asking the same questions that new people before asked them, and new people before asked them, and new people before asked them. And you know what? Really, you have to go to your sponsor, you have to go to your upline, you have to go to the meetings and just listen to the information, and all this stuff is going to come out, okay? Don't expect to get all the information at one time. Sometimes people just they say, well, no, I need this answer, or I can't move forward in my business. I need this, I need this, I need this, or I can't move forward in my business. You know what? I'm just going to say BS, okay? That's not true. You can move forward in your business based on your experience and your results, okay? Most people who get started in OrganoGold have a reason why they got started. That's the reason that you're moving forward, and that's what you're building on. All the other information that you think you need will come. You're going to have all of it, I promise you. But don't expect it all to come in the first 4 hours or the first 4 days or the first 4 weeks. It takes time to get all that information and to learn how to use it and to duplicate it and to train it down the line, right? It takes time. So don't expect to learn everything in a day. But with that, my personal sponsor, Ms. Shannon McVeigh-Yance, who's a Ruby consultant as well, has put together she put it together in an email for someone. And I loved it. I just loved the way she put the material together, took it right from the website and right from a few other things, and added a little bit of story to it and put it in a document. And I think it reads absolutely fantastic as a training piece for anybody getting started new. It's simple, it's effective, and it helps us to know what we can say, right? And what we should say and how we should say it. And so what I've done is I've asked Shannon to put it together on a document for me, and so I've got that. I'm tweaking it up just to make it into a proper document form, and I'm going to be putting that out to everybody, okay? So that you guys have this and you know how to present the information, especially when you're new and you're not quite sure of all this yet. Okay, so it's just another very simple tool. You know, fits beautifully into the system. It's just a better way so that when you have people coming on, say for example, on the Facebook page asking about information with a product, it's very simple then for, if everybody has this one-piece document, to just post it or forward it on to them. Or when you enroll somebody, just give it to them right away, right? It's going to answer a lot of simple questions and just help them along as to how they can talk about the product, right? So I'm very excited about that. You should be seeing that here right away if you haven't even already. Okay. Got a few materials here. Okay. I'm going to show these quick materials and then we're going to move on to the theme of the call. So I forgot to show this earlier. So this is Eric Worre's book, Go Pro, 7 Steps to Becoming a Network Marketing Professional. I highly recommend this book to anybody getting started in the industry, or even if you've been in the industry and haven't read it yet. This book, every concept, okay, every training, every technique, every principle in this book completely falls in line with OrganoGold and what we're doing here, and with Holton Bug's trainings in the Cash Cow CDs, as well as any training that I've ever heard him do. So it is right in line with and congruent. So that's why we highly endorse this book. And it's amazing information to help you to understand the industry and how to talk to people and how to be more successful, okay? It's not that big, but it is absolutely powerful. Has lots of training in here. So this is a great beginner tool for anybody getting started. Now, other big resource, guys, and again, I'm not trying to overwhelm you and overload you, and I do not expect everybody to get all this information in the next week either, right? I don't expect that you're gonna read GoPro and listen to Cash Cow CDs and read Think and Grow Rich all in your first days in the business. That is absolutely not the case. But this is just to put it on your radar, okay? If you've been around for a while, maybe it is time to pick up this book and give it a read, right? If you're brand new, just put it on your radar. If you haven't heard of this book, or if you haven't yet read this book, be ready to do so sometime in the near future, okay? Because it will impact your life, it will impact your business, and it'll teach you how to think and grow rich, okay? Right. Okay, the main topic, based on the title, is planning your business for the next month. Because right now, it is late November, and we're moving into December, we're moving into the holiday season, okay? Now, there's a couple of things we need to talk about. So first, it's late November. We've got 2-3 days left in November. Do not stop what you're doing. Build, 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 okay? Typically, the most volume that goes into your organization in a calendar month happens in the last 10 days of the month, okay? So we're still there. You still have a huge opportunity to have the best month you've ever had right now in the next 3 days by continuing to build and do what you're doing, okay? Get volume building into your organization, into your back office, right until the last minute, okay? Do not hold back volume. And we've talked about this many, many times before. This is just a quick recap. That is not the right strategy or the mentality. I'm gonna tell the race story. So it's really simple. When you have the 100-meter sprint, right? And you have those people lined up on the starting blocks, and they're running and they're getting right to that ribbon to cross that finish line. Do you ever see them let up 3 steps before the finish line because they're almost there? Oh, I'm almost there, so I'll just slow down and just coast through the finish line. Never. What do? The finish line is there, and they run as fast as they can until they're well past the finish line, and then they start to slow down, right? Because they have to break that barrier. They have to break that finish line and break that ribbon with their chest ahead of the people behind them. So if they let up, somebody else is going to pass them. And if they let up, they're not going to be breaking any records, right? So the end of the month is that ribbon at the finish line. And you got to go right through the end of the month, okay? And work your hardest right through that ribbon. Don't let up beforehand, Okay, always work right through the month, not to the end of the month. Okay, that material, guys, that's not my teaching. Do you know who told me and told that story and explained that story in a way that makes perfect sense like that? Mr. Holton Bugs. Okay, so I just kind of want to put this out there to you guys. When I'm training, right, in my audios and right here in front of you guys, this isn't my information. I am not that smart. I am well trained, and I'm pretty good at being a parrot, right? I'm just repeating things over and over and over again that I've learned, and I've seen the top people in this industry repeat over and over and over again. That's all I'm doing. Okay, this isn't my stuff. I've just said it so many times that now I don't necessarily need notes. This on the board, this is my notes. I can talk about all this stuff because I've been talking about it for years now, and it's second nature to me, right? That's what you want to do as well, right? Make it second nature. All this information, all this data, all these amazing nuggets for success, make it second nature by doing it over and over and over again, all right? So just want to be clear. I'm not Mr. Smarty Pants. I'm just good at listening to things over and over again to the point where I know the words, okay? All right, so work through the end of the month into December. One way to do that, even in these last few days, so first of all, you should be closing any of your potential business partners, right? Or your prospects. Close them. Get them into the system. Get them started, right? Besides that, you can still be selling product. Every box of product that you sell, right, and you collect that cash, that goes right into your coffee account where you can rebuy more product, right? So it's creating volume. By selling retail, you're creating volume because you have to reorder that to be put back into your stock. So don't take that lightly. Sell product, right? And reorder it before the end of the month. If that's when you sold it, reorder it before the end of the month. That creates volume, right? Get your team, right, and you yourself on the Star Achiever program. Meaning, if you haven't been qualified as a Star Achiever this month, top up your order to make sure that you are, right? But make sure that your intention is that you're going to be doing the business properly. Don't just do it for the recognition. Don't just do it so that you have that stamp on your back office to show that you're a Star Achiever. But if you're doing the business and you need the product, then go ahead and top it up because you're going to need that product anyway. I hope that makes sense, okay? So moving into the holidays now. Guys, this is the best time of the year for retail. Now, retail isn't just retail. Retail isn't just putting a few, pounds or a few dollars in your pocket and having that cash. Retail is how you get new customers and loyal customers, and it's how you help people to feel better by consuming our amazing products with 100% certified organic Ganoderma. By getting that product in their body, you're turning them into customers and turning many of them into business partners, right? Remember, it's a process. So retail is a lot more than just getting a few bucks for a box of coffee. It's getting that product into their bodies, right? But Christmas time is a great time to get massive amounts of product into the marketplace. Why? Because all right, so let's look at this for a second. Simple question. So just you, whoever's listening to this right now, okay, I'm talking to you specifically. Think about all the people that you're buying Christmas presents for. Maybe it's 2 people. Maybe it's 10 people. Maybe it's 20 people. How many of them drink coffee? How many of them are coffee lovers? Like, they love their coffee, right? I bet you that every single person who's listening to me right now has at least one person who's a coffee lover on your coffee list, right? On your Christmas list, sorry. Now, if you think of all the people that you know, right? Even in, at work, at school, wherever you are, your circle of friends, your family, Ask each of them the same question I just asked you. Okay? So let's say you know somebody who isn't a coffee drinker, and you ask them that question. You say, hey, I know you don't drink coffee, but how many coffee drinkers do you know who are on your Christmas list that you need to buy for this year? Like, oh, hey, lots. Yeah, lots of people. Absolutely. So, hey, why don't you give them the gift of a gourmet, amazing coffee? Right? So you sell them a box or two, or a gift box, or however you decide to package it together, right? But now you're making that retail sale. Make sure you get your profit out of it, right? And you sell it to them, and they're gifting it to somebody else, okay? Everybody has coffee drinkers and coffee lovers on their Christmas list. So sell this stuff. Sell it, sell it, sell it. Value the product, you guys. Don't give it away, right? The more you put that value on the product, the more valuable that product becomes, right? So don't give it away. Make sure in Canada, $35 a box. That's what we sell our product for, and that's what we tell everybody that our product's value, market value, street value is. It's 35 bucks a box, or 2 for 60. Okay? I'll give you a break on 2, no problem. Do I always sell it for that price? Absolutely not. Sometimes I sell it for much cheaper, but I always make sure they know that the full retail price is 35. Okay? In the UK, I highly recommend that your value of the product, that your full retail market price is £25, right? £25 a box, or 2 for 40, right? Give them a deal on the 2. But that's the full value, right? Now, if you want to put together a Christmas special or a Black Friday special or something like that, go for it. That's fine. Sell it for whatever you want. But make sure they know what the regular retail price is when you're giving them a deal, so they understand. When they come back later, they're going to be paying full price, and they're going to do it because they're going to love the product that much. So that won't even be a problem, okay? All right. So that's putting a value on it. Guys, put together, if you're crafty, right? All you guys, you know, you like to weave baskets, whatever. If you're crafty and you can put together a gift basket and the cellophane and the, you know, some cookies in there and biscuits and whatever, do it. Build a basket. Put 3 boxes in there, right? And where you normally would sell it, say in the UK for 25 pounds a box, so that'd be 75 pounds for the 3 boxes, plus you're putting it in a basket and all that stuff. So sell the whole deal for you know, 70 pounds for 3 boxes in a gift basket, right? Your cost is much less than that. You're still going to make your profit, but it's a beautiful gift. Okay, do that. Sample mugs. So for example, excuse me a moment. Let's say you get a beautiful mug, right? Maybe more festive, maybe a little more Christmassy, but you know, this is a Organo Gold Just Brew It mug, or Greg Norman line of brew cups. So you take a mug, you put a bunch of samples in there, you wrap the whole thing in the cellophane with a bow on top, right? You sell this for 10, 15 pounds, or maybe $20 here in Canada, right? So that's a gift mug. You do 10 or 20 of those and you sell them off, no problem. These are ideas that I'm giving you of how to move your product, but at the same time, it's not just moving product. Make sure you get these people's names. Make sure you know who's drinking it so that you can follow up with them later. Hey, how did you love that coffee, right? Now it gets into after Christmas and you're into the New Year's, right, in between. What's everybody doing on December 26th and 27th? They're starting to think about their New Year's resolutions, right? And that's all in their face, all over the place. And what does everybody do? Everybody goes and get a gym membership. Everybody decides they're going to get on some fad diet. Well, 30 days later, 90% of those people have quit and haven't lost a pound or haven't gotten any fitter than they were in the first place, right? So we can ride that wave. We can take advantage of the obvious, okay, of the marketing craziness that happens, and we can say, guys, New Year's resolution, would you like a little more health in 2015 than you had in 2014? Is that one of your resolutions, to be a little bit healthier? Yeah, perfect. Let me offer you this, okay? As you're going and joining the gym and you're on your diet and you're saying that you should, maybe quit smoking or quit this or quit that. What I'm suggesting is don't quit coffee. Just drink a healthier brand and try it out and see if that helps. Maybe it'll help you lose weight. Maybe it'll help you quit smoking. Maybe it'll help you do this, right? And it might. It very well can. There's many testimonials where people swear that it has done those things for them, all right? So take advantage of our product line. Take advantage of it and use it as a New Year's resolution addition, right? A resolution solution, if you will, right? OG can be your resolution solution. All right. So take advantage of the time of year and all the different things that it offers. Be creative. Think outside the box, right? And move this product. I'm telling you, it works. The more product you move, the more customers you get. Guess what you're doing now? You're setting yourself up for 2015. You're setting yourself up for January, because in January, all that stuff that you did retail in December, now you're converting it because you're reselling second boxes, right, to customers who loved it the first time. You're showing them the plan. You've already piqued the interest. Now you're following up and you're inviting them to a meeting or a CJM, right? And now you're going to be signing them up and they're going to be business partners. That's how it works. It's all a process and it's all time, and it's bubbles of time and windows of opportunity. But you got to make sure that you're using those different times of year and those periods to your advantage for what they offer. Okay, so here's my advice. Do not let Christmas slow down your business, okay? You're seeing new people that you might not see for a lot of the rest of the year because you're all coming together as an extended family or friends, or you're doing different things that you normally wouldn't be doing. That's an opportunity to sample different people, right? Don't take a break, guys. Don't get into the holiday season and kill your dreams, because that's what you're doing if you take the break. Enjoy the holidays, absolutely. Take a load off, have some fun, enjoy the time off of work, but don't take time off of your dreams and your goals to make your life better. Okay, does that make sense? I hope so. Instead, use the time effectively and productively to do what you do, right? Doesn't mean you have to be down everybody's throat with this coffee stuff. Just give it away, share it, sample it, and sell it appropriately for the season. And people will want to buy it, and they're going to come to you for it. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. So really, it's simple. It's not complicated, guys. Right? You can even spin the retail script. Right? Hey, listen, whoever, Bob, I need your help. I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of product here because I've got this amazing gourmet coffee, and I'm trying to sell as much as I can to get it out there to people who absolutely deserve a new coffee in their life for Christmas. How many coffee lovers do you know on your Christmas list that need this coffee? Can you buy a box or two and share it with them? It make a great gift. And you know what? I just saved you some time and effort, and now you don't have to do all that last minute shopping on the 24th on Christmas Eve, because you're a guy and that's what we do, right? I'm saving you the time and effort. You know what? Yeah, you got 5 people left to buy for it, and it's the 23rd. Here, buy 6 boxes of coffee. You're done, right? You can do it, guys. It can be that simple. I'm being silly about it, but it's absolutely legit. Sell this coffee. It's Christmas time. People spend money and on crazy stuff that they don't need. But when you have the opportunity to have such an amazing product and a great tasting product that people want, you can do it all day long. Now, in Canada and the US, this is what they've done. They put together the holiday gift pack, which is a box of black, a box of latte, and an OG tumbler, all in this festive packaging, right? It's the OG holiday collection. It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you're in Canada and the US, we've already ordered some. I ordered a bunch and they're almost gone. And to my disappointment, I tried to order some the other day and it's no longer in the shopping cart, meaning it's, all sold out. That's very unfortunate. Oh well, next year it's going to be probably even better. Now, for those of you in the UK, I know you're sitting there and you're upset and you're sad that you don't have that product. Don't worry about it, guys. It took 6 years to get it here in the US and Canada. and we didn't even know it was coming. It just showed up, and it was like, wow, it was a Christmas present for us. So in Europe, you guys are going to get all this stuff, and it's just going to be bigger and better as it comes, right? So all of this is going to be available, and it's coming. So enjoy the season, guys. Have fun. Have an amazing month in December. Enjoy the festivities, but never take your eye off the prize. Set your goals early. Work 5 times as hard in the first 2 weeks of December, right? To build your volume and sell all that product before Christmas and do everything that you're going to do. And you'll be able to enjoy the Christmas holidays even more, right? You're going to have a much more festive holiday when you know that you've done your best, right? So have fun with that. Work through to the end of the month. You've got a couple of days left in November. Please don't stop. Work through December. Get your product ordered on the 1st of the month and be Star Achiever on the 1st of the month. And we're going to end it on that. So have a fantastic week, guys. Thanks for listening to me. We'll see you at the top. Remember, it's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. We'll see you later.